Oh, hey guys! So, this video is awesome because it's my first ever react in English. Yes, I already did react in Portuguese when my video, but those monstrosities. Anyway, since I'm an EWOW contestant and I want to be just like good old Mr. Twister, I'm gonna react to EWOW 1A. So anyway, here we go.
Hello everyone, and welcome to EWOW 1A. If you don't know what's going on, watch EWOW 0A first. Now let's get started.
Okay.
First off, thanks for the overwhelming enthusiasm from all you viewers to join this second season of EWOW. So the first big question, how many people signed up? Well, that's the big reveal I want to show you. Last season, the sacred number that got touted around for the whole season was that EWOW had 491 contestants.
I do know.
But what about this time? Could we double that and hit 982? Or maybe even get a comma in there by reaching the big 1,000? To be honest, I had no idea, but those are lofty goals there. So, without further ado, the number of EWOW contestants is... 16,506. That's a whopping 33.6 times larger than Season 1's total of 491. You guys are crazy, but yeah, I want to introduce you guys to the contestants you'll be competing against. Basically, your rivals.
Oh boy.
So, let me show you the grids of contestants now, with 32 per page. Huge thanks to my software developer, Ben9583, for helping me produce these lovely mosaics of you lovely contestants. They're alphabetically ordered, so it should be easy to find yourself. Also, in addition to you 16,506 human EWOWers, we add the 100 AI bots that are just using ChatGPT to come up with their entries. And also add me, Terry K8, who is also an EWOW contestant. So as a grand total, there are 16,607 EWOW contestants in the pool. That number divided by 32 is about 519, so there's 519 grid images to play through right now. At 2 images per second, that comes to about 5 minutes for this Bookzona mosaic montage to get through everyone. That's pretty long, so I'll have to find a way to entertain you all. What do you guys like these days? Music? Hork, glorp. Glorp, gloop, 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 doot, doot, K-cat stay. Anyway though, none of what I'm gonna say for the rest of that time is actually crucial to the gameplay. So if you're an antsy EWOWer who...
I wanna do some shoutouts first. Brazil people. Yes, I'm Brazilian. Pretty much, you know, we're gonna say Brazilian. Oi, pronto, that they're done. So anyways, make a huge shout out for the following Brazilians: Brazil ball, Brazilian, and Spanish, I think. Brazilian book and Brazilian grape. More Brazil shout outs later after I found another person that is Brazilian.
Just wants to
no siree.
Hear the
no siree.
Voting instructions.
Nope. Yep. None.
And voting images, skip to 619 in this video. Okay, now that all the NPC rats are gone, let's gossip. Okay. By the way, if you're curious where I am in the pack, well, I'm right here. And it turns out there's 11 other people whose usernames also started with Carrie, so we formed the Carrie Alliance. Next, how many people submitted a custom Bookzona image? The answer is 10,404. That's about 63% or over half of the total pool of 16K. You guys are clearly an artistic, creative bunch, drawing your own identities in book form. Although Gray's Bookzona maker definitely played a huge role too. So what happened to the lame 6,203 of you who didn't submit a Bookzona image? Ben and I gave you the default Bookzona. The left half of the book corresponds to the first letter of your username, and the right corresponds with the second letter. It loops through the alphabet, so A is red, C is orange, E is yellow, H is green, M is cyan, P is blue, T is purple, W is pink, and Z is red again. As always, you can update your Booksona when the next episode of EWOW happens by uploading an image to that episode's Google form. Also, we tried to show a little bit of each person's confessional, but there was so little room that we could only fit like 11 words in there before we had to go to a ... Also, let's explore that huge contestant count of 16,607 again. That means Season 1 veterans, listen up. There's 491 of you, so you guys are outnumbered 33-1. All else being equal, there's only a 2.98% chance a Season 1 veteran could win this season, unless it is the case that you're more experienced and thus perform better. Also, what if you signed up but you don't see your name here? If so, sorry. Maybe you didn't submit the Google form in time, or there was some glitch with my form when you did submit it. If that happened, I do apologize, but this contestant pool is just too big for me to provide any special treatment for any one person, so I just gotta keep chugging along, and maybe you can come back and sign up for Season 3. Also, I do want to apologize for EWOW 1A coming out over a month after signups closed last Christmas. Competitions like this one should really be more punctual, because I know they involve the work of thousands of you contestants, and you guys will get bored, impatient, or caught up in any other of life's journeys if I wait too long to make these EWOW episodes. So I'm aiming to produce them more often now that the source code to make these videos is written. Next, I do want to make a plan to read aloud all of these usernames at some point, but I realized that would take 7 hours or 10 hours or something like that, so I might not actually do it, but I definitely won't do it in this episode like I did in TWOW 1A. You know, I just don't want to destroy my vocal cords, so maybe I'll have like a bunch of volunteers spread out the workload, you know? Another topic to mention, how do you pronounce EWOW? So far, I've been putting the separator between the E and the W, making it EWOW, which sounds super positive because wow is an expression you use when you're impressed by something. Like maybe your friend discovered the cure to cancer and you're like, wow. And the E prefix makes it sound futuristic, like in email. On the other hand, if you're feeling more disgruntled about the game, like maybe you just got eliminated, you can instead put the separation between the W and the O, making it ew-ow. That's two negative emotions, the first being ew, describing utter disgust at seeing something repulsive like smelly vomit.
Oh my god. 41 more?
And the second being ow.
There we go. There I am. No, and wait. I gotta shut up for my own. And wait, what time is it? You know what it is. Brazilian shutouts. Brazilian smasher. Yeah. It's only the Brazilian here, but I literally found out now. So now you can call me Brazil Book, a person's best character on the channel. Yeah, kinda. I blabber myself inside when I try to speak in English.
Describing excruciating pain like a paper cut, stab wound, or what have you. When I first came up with this season's name, I was worried people would call it ew-ow, and I thought that's not what I want my project to be associated with. But now, I actually like the flip-flopability of EWOW. It's like those trendy, reversible octopus plushies. But if you're curious, other names I considered for TWOW sequel's name were TWOWA, 10 words of wisdom again, TWOW, 20 words of wisdom, and TWAD, 10 words of dumbosity. Let's just say 11 words of wisdom was the only sane choice there. The contestant grid images are done. So, the first EWOW prompt was...
Just this. I talked before him. It's what did 10 say before he upgraded to 11?
What did 10 say when he was upgraded to 11? It's a pretty interesting diving board to come up with creative stories, wouldn't you say? You have a personified number 10.
Yeah, we have to wait some time for this gap timer. I'll just say anything until it's over.
One voice from my friend Ryan in a Jack and Jill subscriber shorts, who is typically thought of as the max score, like a 10 out of 10 meaning perfect. That's definitely a way to feel overconfident and cocky, and maybe 10 feels full of himself. But wait, he's not top of the totem pole, and could get upgraded to a higher number, 11? I didn't know numbers could even get that high. Does that make him feel more empowered by being bigger, or does it plunge him into an existential crisis? Because it now reveals he's part of a much larger, vast expanse of numbers that stretch infinitely higher into the cosmos than he could ever imagine before. Who knows which way he feels?
So yeah, enough blabbering. The prompt was, what did 10 say when he was upgraded to 11? And all 16,607 contestants submitted a response to that prompt, hopefully in 11 words or fewer. I looked at the entries, thousands of you cannot count.
To all you viewers watching this video, whether you're a contestant or not, please vote on these entries and vote many, many times. The more votes we get, the less fuzzy and therefore more accurate the results leaderboard will be. So if you vote 11 times, I just think you're just amazing, so please do that. Rank entries that are funny, clever, creative, or heartwarming high on your list, and rank entries that are unfunny, unclever, uncreative, or heart-cooling, or didn't follow the rules low on your list.
So how do you vote? Well, do you see the blue region at the bottom of the screen? Click at a random spot in that region.
Please click anywhere in that blue region, don't just go at the beginning, because each response only shows up 7 or 8 times throughout this entire 33-minute period, which means a decent chunk of contestants will never get seen if you only vote at the beginning.
Anyway, once you've clicked, you'll see 11 responses and a keyword in the upper right. In your comment, type a square bracket and then type the keyword, space. Then, rate the entries from best to worst using these letters, A through K. Finish it off with another square bracket and you're done. You can type other stuff in your comment too, and you can vote more than once in one comment. And you can comment more than once, but don't spam because then YouTube's filter will delete it. The voting period will end on February 12th, 2024 at 10 p.m. UTC. And at that point, I'll download all the comments and run a Python script to parse them all. Then the contestants will be sorted on their entry's average scores from highest to lowest following this guide. In EWOW 1B, I'll show the total leaderboard with all 16,607 contestants, including me and the undercover AIs. Now remember, every EWOWer starts out with 3 lives. If you saw your name in those contestant grids earlier, that means you've got 3 lives. The lowest 49% of contestants, aka the bottom 8,137, will lose a life, so they'll have 2 left. The highest 5% of contestants, aka the top 830, will gain a life, so they'll have 4 left. Without any more waiting, here, my friends, are the 16,607 EWOW 1 responses to the prompt, what did 10 say when he was upgraded to 11? Well guys, we made it. We made it to the first official EWOW voting section ever. Since this one's over 33 minutes long, I figured I could play the audio of the first few BFDI episodes to keep you all interested. But before we do that, let me play some deleted scenes, like deleted audio sections from earlier in the episode. The first one is me sort of talking about weird stats about the top 5 and bottom 49% of the EWOW 1 leaderboard. Play it! Wow, there's more people in the top 5% than the entirety of Season 1. Like, getting 491st place in Season 1 made you get dead last behind everyone, sending you lots of love, AN9K, but getting 791st in Season 2 gets you top 5% badge and an extra life? Dang! And yeah, nobody, I mean nobody, is getting eliminated until EWOW 3B, since that's the soonest you can lose 3 lives. Isn't that just so generous? Yay! So that's basically all I have to say. Okay, so that was the first deleted scene. The next deleted scene is me talking about the EWOW 1 delay and why it happened. So let's play that one next. Roll it! To be honest, I wanted to get EWOW 1A out in January, but a whole lot happened in my life in that month. I moved into a new house, which requires lugging furniture around, etc.